I'm out in the woods today. It's cold, it's December, and I'm looking for old house sites. I found a sign here so far. Let me show you what I found. Take a look at this. I'm not sure if these were from a battery or just an electric box, but there's some kind of connector. We got carbon rods in them. I've seen them before. Usually though, you find these around a house site. So I'm gonna look around here and see if I can't find some more. Got us a hole here. Overburden from the hole's been thrown out over on this side. Possibly in this low area where I'm standing. It's hard to say. This could be a cistern or a well. A little big for an outhouse. It's not big enough for a livestock watering hole like a pond. But I'm still looking. Okay, we've got some rocks laid out in rows. There's one here. There's one here. And one right there. These would have been foundation rocks. Oh, here we go. From this rock here, there's one here. One here. So there was a building of some kind here. Might have been a house, a tool shed, a small barn. There's a pretty good incline here though, so I'm going to get the old metal detector out and see what we can do. Okay, I brought my trusty green machine with me today. This machine will just about keep up with the AT Pro, except you cannot submerge it in water. It does, however, break down a whole lot easier than the AT Pro, so it's ideal to break down, put in a backpack, and carry out in the woods. Got the Garrett carrot, Garrett digger, tool pouch, and headphones. These are actually White's headphones, but they fit the green machine. Okay, I got my first target out of the ground. It's iron. It's got a sharp edge to it. This is probably, I'm going to guess, part of a plow. As straight as it is, it could be a piece of grater blade they've cut. I don't know. I'm going to set it on this rock right here for now. I've got my next piece out of the ground. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but looks like it was adjustable where it bolted together here, bolted down on something else, then had a hook up here with a bolt hole in the end of it. So if anybody knows what this would have been used for, leave it in the comments section. Okay, I'm digging a bunch of real thin pieces of metal. I don't think this is roofing. This might be from cans or something that are rotting away here. At any rate, this little area is full of this stuff, so I might move around a little bit. I'll keep you posted if I find something significant. Probably not necessarily on other stuff like this. Here's an interesting piece, and I can't tell if this is cast iron or steel, but it's got notches all the way around it, and it's got 4 slotted holes around it. So that one there is kind of filled in, but you can see where it is. That's interesting. Okay, this piece was sticking up out of the ground part of the way. It was sharp on this edge, so that tells me it was a blade of some kind. Here's however it was attached, but it's got a very distinct curve to it. Means it was probably made this way. I just don't know what it would have been. If you look at it, keeping it like this, the way it was made, as it cut, it moved everything over in this direction. So that's kind of a cool piece there. So I'm out digging out here. Check out the salamander. It's like 35 degrees outside. I have uncovered him. He's probably cold, so I'm going to cover him back up. Down in there, buddy. Wow. I haven't seen a salamander like that in a long time. Check out this gear. I've seen gears like this before in the woods. I've never seen them in use. I'm wondering if maybe this wasn't to a hay elevator or something like that. If anybody knows, please leave me a message in the comments. Okay, I've determined that this is probably a tool shed or an old barn. And the reason I think that is, these two pieces, I'm sure, are Rains guides. And as thick as this probably went around a yoke that went around the neck of a donkey or an ox or something maybe. I found two of these blades with the curves in them. I found another piece of metal that's got a similar curve to it, but it's not a blade of any kind. I found another hook, and if you look at these are left and right. And they both got mounts down at the bottom. And again, they're set up left and right. I think this might be a drawbar. And usually, you wouldn't think of a drawbar behind a horse to be metal, but you never know. It depends on what year this was used. Another piece of steel. Not sure what it would have been. Found this gear. A cutting edge for a plow or a grater blade or something. And a pile of these discs. Now if anybody knows what these discs are from, please let me know. I doubt I'll carry any of this out. Maybe this, depends on what else I find today. I haven't found the house site yet. I'm going to continue looking. Well, I just pulled up part of a bucket or a barrel or something. And pulling it up, I uncovered two more salamanders. These are newts of some kind. They're probably getting cold, so I'm going to cover them back up. Give them a few leaves. There's a little skin of dirt back over them and some more leaves. Not out to hurt any wildlife today. Just found an old steel pin here. Doesn't have any threads on it. Braided on this end, and looks like it might have been braided on this end. It's braided on this end. Looks like it might have been braided on this end. Okay, I think I found the house site. We've got big stones placed out. There's one. Here's one. These have been pushed up in a pile, like maybe this house was demolished by a piece of equipment. There's some tin roofing here. Bucket or barrel. Looks awful big to be a bucket. Let's see. Oh, might have been a stove at one time. I can't say for sure. There was a jar over that way. But, oh, here's a piece of metal over here too. Looks like a piece of gutter or a cap to go over the top, one or the other. I don't see any holes in it, so it's probably gutter. The machine shed was the other side of that big tree right there. So, I've been metal detecting around here, and I haven't found anything except sporadic iron signals. And nothing yet to sound worth digging. I'm going to look around a little bit more, and if I do dig something and it's nice, I'll let you know. Check this out. This is an old wheel from a stroller or a toy of some kind. There's the rubber tire that was around it. And it's metal on both sides. That's neat. I've never found anything quite like that before. Don't know for sure what it was to. Probably never will. But that's cool. Okay, I found some remnants to an old shoe. Kind of cool. Would have been leather. Leather lasts a lot longer out here than plastic. And then this piece of metal that's so tied in with tree roots and stuff, I can't pull it out, so I'm just going to leave it there. Found this old bottle. I thought was a Purex bottle, but it doesn't say it on here anywhere. It looks like it was set up for a paper label. It's real smooth around the sides. And on the bottom, Looks like it's dated 7 of 1959. Maybe, if that's what that means. Duraglass. So it's hard telling what this would have been. If it had a name brand on it, I'd carry it out, but I'm a long ways from the truck right now. It looks like a piece of horse tack to me. It would have probably had a big strap going through on this side, and then 2, 3, maybe even 4 going around the other side. I really don't know my horse tack that well. I kind of wish I did right now. But that's a cool find. Well, I found me a dump site up on top of the mountain. There's a view from up here. See the valley down there. There's a house down this way. But this old dump site is, I'm pretty sure this one's decades old. Looks like mainly just culverts, fence wire, rock, and just overburden. It's kind of a peculiar place to put it. I don't know if I can get to it or not. This might be dangerous. There's a piece of copper right here sticking up. See how it's oxidized, kind of a bluish green color. And maybe it's just coated. Yeah, that's old rebar or something. It's rusty right here. That's not even copper. Anyway, there'd be a few tons of scrap iron up here if a feller could get up here anymore. It's not far from where they cut through this mountain, build a highway. It's just right over this hump right up here. So I had a really good hunt today. I found some neat relics and stuff. Everything though was heavy. I was a pretty good ways from the truck, so I didn't carry anything out. And so I didn't do a wrap-up video, but I want to thank you for watching if you've made it this far. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Thank you.